you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
12 seconds beating Jackson. Tighten it open!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Hello, welcome to this afternoon's boys lacrosse game between the Haddonfield Haddons and the Lenape Renegades. My name is Aidan and this is Joe Melagrana. What do you expect in today's game, Joe?
Well, it's very difficult to beat Shawnee on their home turf, and they're coming in. The Renegades are coming in with an unblemished record of 5-0. The Haddons are coming in at 4-3, and it's going to take a lot to beat them, but got to play the game, see what happens.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
Hello, welcome back to this afternoon's game. Between, again, as mentioned, Shawnee and Haddonfield. Both teams continuing to go through their warm-ups as we plan to start very soon.
Yeah, it looks a little under 7 minutes to get this game underway. Starting a little bit later than the scheduled 4:15 time, but that's okay as some of the parents are coming in, filling up the stands, and see this great match today between the Haddons and the Renegades.
Absolutely, it's a little bit chilly, but it's good bright weather today.
Yeah, we were we were doing the pregame, but it was pretty windy and chilly. Hopefully the sun will peek out and we'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It is now time for the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, Be Life Confident, 732-452-7275. And I'd like to send it over to Alexa Henry with the report.
Thanks, guys. I had a chance to speak with the head coach of Shawnee Renegades, Coach Green. He said that he loves working with these guys because they play with high intensity and are ready to play every game. I also had a chance to speak with Coach Legato of Haddonfield Memorial. He said that he wants his team to focus on what they can control and what they can't. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Alexa. The excellent sideline report. There's now time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, Be Life Confident, 732-452-7275. And for Haddonfield, we have defense.
Well, they're going to have the key on the defensive end because Shawnee is so powerful on offense, and if they can keep them, in the game, they have a chance to maybe get an upset here today.
And for Shawnee, it's composure.
One of the things Coach Green said about this team so far, even though with the 5-0 record, he's a little bit concerned with the lack of consistency. He would like to, when things go wrong, he would like them to keep their composure, and hopefully that gets better as the year goes on.
And for both teams, we have winning faceoffs.
Possession is a key in almost any sport. Certainly it starts with the faceoffs.
And there you have your actual keys to the game.
And as we said, our pregame, it was cloudy and windy. As soon as we sit down, little sun, we'll take it.
And we'll be right back with the start of this game after these messages.
Lenape, Seneca, or Shawnee? The LRHSD app features complete athletic schedules for fall, winter, and spring seasons. Users can configure and personalize their calendar to follow one or more athletic teams. After adding teams to the calendar, choose to view events in list or month view. You can also tap on an event to see more details. The LRHSD app is available for free from both Google Play and the Apple App Store. Just search LRHSD and start adding your teams today.
And welcome back to today's game between Shawnee Renegades and the Haddonfield Haddons. As both teams come out to midfield, about to get started very, very soon.
And the projected lineup for Shawnee is number 5, attack position Gavin Wilson, also one of the captains, is a senior. Number 9, defenseman Pat O'Hanlon, also a senior and one of the captains. Number 15 on the attack, Grant Fergus, senior, another one of the captains. Also number 16, midfielder Max Rebstock, senior. Number 20, the defense, Dom Carbones, a junior. Number 22, midfielder David Giordano is a senior. Starting in goal today after missing all the preseason with an injury is the junior goaltender, number 26, Andrew Goldstein. Number 28 on the attack, Chris Lyons, junior. And number 35, defense, Colin Doherty is also a senior. And as we see here, we're getting to the draw very quickly, or very shortly, I should say. And we'll turn it on to our play-by-play announcer, Ethan Hartley. Take it away, Ethan.
Thank you, Joe. First face-off about to begin.
Looks like number 5, Foley Glenn's taking it for the Haddons.
And they're setting up right now.
I think that's number 15, Grant Fergus. If we can get a closer look at that, we'll verify that.
And we are underway.
Okay, that looked like number 35 taking the draw, Colin Doherty for the Renegades.
Looks like a scramble for first possession here, and Haddonfield will come up with it. And it looks like they'll be going in Shawnee's direction. So a quick scramble for the opening possession, and ended very quickly for Haddonfield. And now here's Shawnee coming down in midfield.
It's number 16, Max Rebstock. Passing it over to Gavin Wilson.
Shawnee swinging it around underneath. Back up top, looking to get something going here.
Shawnee's content and keeping possession, looking for the perfect cutter, and hopefully with a nice pass and get this first goal of the game.
Taking a very patient approach to the opening possession. Now they look to change it up. And they'll swing it back around. Shot on goal, missed right there. Go out of bounds.
There's a ground shot, but Shawnee had a lead on it, and they're going to keep possession. It's Graham Fergus
Cross-court pass, misses it there.
looking for Gavin Wilson, but he got by him, but he's double teamed there, and it's going to go to Haddonfield.
And now Haddonfield will get a crack for the first goal. Ball is loose. Good check there.
Nice turnover there for Shawnee. Haddonfield gets it back in midfield.
And Shawnee picks it right back up after the turnover.
Little high pass there from Colin Doherty, and I believe Haddonfield's going to take possession right now. Just a little over 2 minutes into this game, no score.
Very calm and mellow approach to it. Not much aggression in the very beginning. Both teams trying to feel it out. Haddonfield's moving in, kicks it back out.
That's number 26, Aidan Blake.
Shot on goal. Deflected. I'll go out of bounds.
As Jake DeVita on the shot. And again, Andrew Goldstein making the save.
And Haddonfield will start out with it. Swinging around, choked up the ball there. He keeps it in.
And that's number 2, Jack DeVita Jr. Has possession now, passes into the left corner. And in this possession, just like Shawnee's first possession, they're very, very, very controlled, looking for a break.
Pass behind. Back up top, shot on goal.
Oh,
and they
kick
score.
save by, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was
I thought he kicked it from here. Looked like a kick save, but I believe that was number 26, Aidan Blake. See if we get confirmation on that. So the Haddons get the first goal of the game. 8:22 left in the first quarter. Haddons up 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like the shot kind of went in underneath, kind of not something that goalie was expecting.
And the Shawnee crowd was cheering, so I went off of them and thought it was a save.
And here we have the face-off, and Shawnee will start out with it.
Yeah, a little violation on the draw there in Haddonfield, so Shawnee gets possession here. Gavin Wilson, the Graham Fergus. And very, very controlled tempo right now. And again, that was one of the keys of the game for Shawnee, for composure, and they certainly have shown it the first few minutes of this game, even though they're down 1-0. Steve Giordano to Kyle Korchak. Max Rebstock looking to make a break.
Shot on goal.
And there's a nice save there by the Haddon goaltender. Looks like number 4, Will Gramigna.
And ball looked to be choked up by Haddonfield, currently in the scramble right now.
Yeah, pass was a
And
little,
Haddonfield picks up.
little pass was a little high for number 32, Aidan Bell. But they keep possession here behind the net. And
Looks like he got it in, slipped it right in.
yeah, it was tough to tell.
Yeah, looks like he got it right in.
I think it might have been number 11, Finn Morgan, a freshman.
And Haddonfield with a very early lead here, 2-0.
Right, and a quick start, and they were concerned that one of our keys to the game for them was the defense, and right now, too quick. They popped in 2 quick goals. Okay, number 5, Glenn Foley, and number 35, Colin Doherty, taking the draw. Talking about a scrum in midfield on the draw. And it's going
Haddonfield's
to
way.
go Haddonfield's way. That's Tom Batson, number 7. Back to Aidan Blake.
Haddonfield throwing it behind. Number 8, Maxwell Norton passes it in front. Good move. Shot on goal. Good save there. Haddonfield to pick it back up. They'll pull it back out looking for another attack. Good D there, keeping him out. Shot on goal. Ball up in the air, good save.
Goldstein with a great save on that one. We got that one right. Number 26, another great shot by Aidan Blake, one of the goal scorers today. Shawnee looking for a break. Go ahead.
And Shawnee moving it up here. Shot on goal and it's in.
That's number 6, Kyle Korchak, junior midfielder, cuts the lead in half. Had a full head of steam coming from the midfield, and he certainly didn't miss it. Again, number 6 on the first goal for the Renegades, Kyle Korchak.
Once they got the crossfield pass going, it was full steam ahead right there.
Right, and again, they're again, possession is so important. They kept the possession and just full head of steam, went down and didn't miss it.
And let's take a look at the LDTV replays. And here we have it.
Looks like we caught the last second of that great goal there by number 6, Kyle Korchak.
Shawnee's moving it up here.
Looking to change the momentum here.
More of an aggressive start a little bit. Looks like they kind of cooled it off a little bit. We'll go back to their more calm and controlled offense. Gonna tie this game with about 4:42 left in the first.
That was number 15, Graham Vargas with control, brought it out in front, didn't have anything, so brought it back out. Oh,
Inside
wide
pass, shot,
open.
goal, and it's in.
Tom Giordano, number 22, ties up the score with a great assist by Gavin Wilson.
And with 4:19 left, this game is tied. Great inside pass, and the shot went right underneath.
I know in other sports, though, we say that the first goal is very important, isn't it? But not in lacrosse. You can
absolutely
score in
not.
bunches. They're never out of the game, especially with two talented teams like we have on the field today. And the same people taking the draw, Glenn Foley and Colin Doherty.
And Haddonfield will pick up this face-off win. And they look to get something to go and regain this lead and stop the Shawnee momentum. They'll swing it around.
It's number 13, John McDonald. Going to make a break. Over to Tom Batson.
Good spin move right there, pass behind.
That was Aidan Blake again, number 26. Been calling his name out for most of the first quarter.
Inside pass, just missed. But they'll keep possession. And they'll scramble. And Haddonfield picks it back up.
And the defense had to wait for it so they didn't go off sides, and they all got together on that one. But Haddon keeps possession here. And Tom Batson again over to Aidan Blake. Aidan has one goal so far, and he has two.
Goal is in. His second of the game.
2:46 left. Haddon's go back up again, 3-2.
You seem to have a back and forth battle going. You know, first it was Haddonfield opening, and then Shawnee came back and tied this thing right up. And not far after, Haddonfield gets another.
Yeah, they answered the two unanswered goals by Shawnee, and to take that one goal lead.
We'll have another face-off set up here.
Again, Foley against Doherty on the face-off. Okay, violation against Haddonfield, so Shawnee will get possession.
And we'll see if they can counter to Haddonfield's last goal. So we now have a 3-2 lead with about 2:35 left in the first. Shawnee swinging it around.
Nice possession game here. Nice composure by the Renegades. Max over to Giordano. Wilson behind the net. And Fergus coming out again, looking for the cutter.
Pass on the inside.
22.
Nothing there. I'll take it back out a little bit.
That was good defense there. He was open for a split second, but the defense got on him. Looking for the cutter, and number 15, Graham Fergus gets his first goal to tie up the game. There was a lot of patience there. You saw the first cutter there. It was wide open and was ready to take the shot. Changed his mind because the defense from Haddonfield came over. And we may see that third goal by Shawnee.
Let's take a look at the LDTV Sports replay. Here we go, the screen, the pass on the inside.
Beautiful.
Perfectly set up. As this game is now back to an even score.
And looks like number 27, Jake Barnett, took the face-off for the Renegades on that last one.
he'll get the W for that.
There's changing on the fly is the Renegades. Coming back in is number 22, David Giordano. Number 7, Freddie McEnany, a freshman, going out.
And there you have another goal.
You catch the number on that? I had my head down.
I did not.
And I saw 28 there, and that's Chris Lyons, but I'm not sure if he got the goal. Pass that along if we can confirm that 4th goal by the Renegades. Number 20, we got Dom Carbone with the goal, with the 4th goal. 28, we were right. Okay, 28, Chris Lyons it is.
Now Shawnee counters back. 2 more goals and they have the lead now.
This time violation against Shawnee on the face-off, and Haddon's look at the ball.
Haddonfield will continue to swing it around. Back up top.
It's number 2, Jack DeVita. Looking for Finn Morgan, one of the goal scorers for the Haddons.
Pass on the inside, shot around it, just missed.
Like I said, the shot just missed, but the Haddons do keep possession. With about 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, Shawnee up 4-3.
Pass on the inside, shot on goal.
Either a save or shot wide.
Looks like it was a save as Haddonfield to start.
And the clock is stopped with 6 seconds left. Now 2 seconds came off the clock, but I don't know if they're going to add 2 seconds onto that or not. Referee's talking to the scorekeeper. Yep, 7 seconds left. Okay, they added 3 seconds.
Oh, goal is in.
And they used every second of it. I believe that was number 11 again for his 2nd goal of the day. Tie it up with just 1 second. They still, it's tough to see the scoreboard, but it looks like 7 seconds
Yeah,
still
they
left.
still have 7 up.
Now the refs are getting together here. Maybe they're talking about the clock again, because when they restarted, they reset the clock at 7 seconds. Certainly at least 2 seconds came off the clock. But,
yeah, it was a very quick play, but you know, obviously time happens, and
yeah, and the ref's going to go over to
some sort of change
to the score table and see if they can readjust that clock. Take a couple seconds off. Maybe 2 seconds, 5 seconds left. We'll see. They're talking to the head coaches too. I see the athletic director there, Mr. Vijdad, there checking it out, making sure everything is correct. If it was just a time problem, I can imagine why it's taking, talking to both coaches. Now we have another ref coming in. Can only speculate what they're talking about right now.
there's porta potties over there. I don't think there's porta potties.
Now that last goal would have tied it up, is that correct? It was 4-3, and they don't have.
Yes.
They on the scorers table and also on our graphic here, on our monitor, still has it at 4-3. So your guess is as good as mine right at this point.
Now let's take a look at the LDTV Sports replay. This is the most recent one.
For Shawnee's
The
goal.
one beforehand.
Yeah, that was Chris Lyons, the number 28. I think on the replay before we just caught the tail end of that. And in any case, it's still up on the scoreboard 4-3. We thought that they hadn't scored to tie it up. Possibly play started without the restart whistle. The only thing I can taking a guess right now because no time came off the clock.
And the score is still the same, and they're looking to resume play.
Possibly the Haddons jumped the whistle there and didn't get an official whistle to start.
So we'll start again with 7 seconds. Shot on goal, just missed.
Almost the same play, the same player. This time it just missed with 1 second left. Okay, so we thought the game was tied up with 7 seconds left, but again, just assuming that the restart whistle did not play, and the Haddons jumped the gun a little bit, put the ball, put it into the net. We thought it was tied up, but here we go. We got a fresh 12 minutes for the second quarter. Shawnee holding on to a 4-3 game, and a very even game so far.
Absolutely a game of possessions, as you know, scoring has come in pieces so far. You know, Haddonfield opening up with 2, and then Shawnee striking right back and tying it. A little bit of back and forth since.
As you see the score there, 4-3, Shawnee going into the second quarter. We have a moment there where the visiting coach of the Haddons is Damon Legato. He's 8 years as head coach. His assistants are Todd Ruff, Justin Hawkins, and Andrew Seneca. And again for the Renegades, first year coach Don Green. He was his first year, like I said, at Shawnee. Prior to this, he was 2 years at Montgomery, 2 years head coach at Robbinsville, and also 1 year head coach at the Hun School. His assistants, Matt McCall, Angelo Fiorentino, and that good-looking Mike Osmond.
As we'd look to begin the second quarter here very soon. Haddonfield players have taken the field. Shawnee will soon follow.
We'll switch fields here. I'm pretty comfortable right now. Wind is holding down a little bit, still cloudy. I'm sure the players don't mind not playing in the sun. Of course, we use the sun sometime to miss a call. We have enough problems with missing calls. We don't need the sun.
Absolutely.
And again, looks like number 35, Colin Doherty for the Renegades, taking the face-off. I'm assuming Glenn Foley, number 5, is taking it again for the Haddons as we start the second quarter.
Scramble forward, and Shawnee picks it up, and they lose it. Ball's up in the air. Ball is still on the ground in front of the goal. And Haddonfield's goalie will pick it up, and they'll move it down.
A burst of speed there right off the get-go from Freddie McEnany, the freshman. A little mishandle there by the Haddons, but they get it back. It's number 16, Harry Ruffling. And looks like we're going to get a timeout. I thought maybe we got a penalty, but it looks like a timeout. And I'm pretty sure that, I'm not sure, I don't know who really actually called the timeout, because play was kind of like, you know, wasn't controlled by both teams, so a lot of times coaches will call the timeout if they don't like to see something right in the beginning, you know, of quarter, try to settle troops down, but and that's going to be key today, especially with the score right now anyway, with only 1 goal discrepancy.
Yeah, I believe I saw the Haddonfield goalie had it last before they called the timeout, so that would be my guess. Who?
Well, yeah, he did have 1 or 2 mishandles by the Haddon, so possibly Coach Legato, you know, called the timeout. didn't possibly like what he saw the first, the first 20, 30 seconds of the second quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of sloppy play, a couple of mishandles, nearing turnovers. Trying to get the team back on track a little bit.
Yep, so Haddonfield will start it out after the timeout.
Shawnee Haddonfield moving it up. They'll swing it around here. Trying to tie this game up.
John McDonald, number 13, passes it over to number 7, Tom Batson. Back to McDonald.
Pass on the inside, good defense there.
Nice job, Doc.
Ball's in a scramble right now.
Nice job, Mike.
And it'll go in Shawnee's direction.
That was good defense there by Colin Doherty.
Long pass here. Near midfield. And Shawnee's out to an aggressive start. Shot on goal. Looked to be deflected. And now Haddonfield will be running right back with it. And Haddonfield will continue moving around here. Pass on the inside, good D, forced them to kick it. Shot on goal.
And Renegade got that one square on. Looked like number 16, Max Rebstock, is going to come out. We heard that from over here. We didn't know if I thought it was a goal post, but he took it off the body. And I believe that's number 16 going out, Max Rebstock, senior. Refs called that down right away, making sure he's okay.
It looks like the ball hit him square in the middle of the chest. And Haddonfield will continue moving around.
Oh, a big one-on-one battle there, but what a save by Goldstein. Looks like on that progression there, one of the Shawnee players took out his own player. That freed up a good shot and a good save.
And your Shawnee coming right back down with it quickly, but it looks like it got choked up. Ball's in the scramble right now.
That is the first penalty of the game. Got taken down. I believe it's going to be Grant Fargus, number 15. And that looks like number 6 going out, Kyle Korchak, on the penalty. Okay, Haddon's looking to tie this up, the man advantage here.
They continue swinging around.
There's interference there on the Haddon, so Shawnee's going to get possession.
Ball looks like it's in the scramble.
What about after the play? How about the elbow after the play? It's on film.
And Haddonfield back with the possession. Gonna move it around. Shot on goal, just missed.
You know, shot by Finn Morgan. The freshman already has 2 goals today, but that shot went high over the net. Haddon keeps possession, excuse me.
And here's Haddonfield on the inside. Good D forcing it. Good D by Shawnee forcing it on the outside. Shot on goal. So he got deflected. And Haddonfield coming right back with it. Swinging it back.
Good defense
Good
there.
defense.
Good defense there by Pat O'Hanlon, number 9 by the Renegades. Oh! And had the upper right above his head. A little bit of daylight there, but great save there by Andrew Goldstein. Keeps the Renegades up by 1 with about 6:38 left in the second quarter.
Haddonfield will continue to keep possession. They swing it around.
The last 2 possessions here by Haddon's faced a pretty strong Shawnee defense and goaltender.
Shot on goal.
High above the net, Haddon's will keep control.
Good move on the inside, and that'll be good.
That was, again, a big spin move there by number 26, Aidan Blake. That's his 3rd goal today. He had 2 or 3 spin moves there and tied it up with 5:45 left in the second quarter. Great individual effort there by number 26, Aidan Blake.
Absolutely put on a couple of nice moves and able to get in on the inside as Shawnee defense collapsed, but it was too late and he ripped it in there. Excellent goal.
And McEnany again with a full head of steam, passes it over to number 5. It's blocked. It's Gavin Wilson with a shot. Tripping against Haddon, so Shawnee's going to get possession here.
Shot on goal underneath, and that's good.
And again, that was number 28, his 2nd goal. That's Chris Lyons. Shawnee goes back up by 1.
Fast counter to the goal earlier that for Haddonfield that tied it. Yeah, very aggressive start. Just
yeah, anytime you have a a goal, you do want to get back on and you get the momentum right back, and that's exactly what Shawnee did.
And here we have the LDTV Sports replay.
Beautiful shot there by Lyons, and again, you know, set up pretty much Freddie McEnany. Sometimes referred to as Freddie Mercury.
And Haddonfield will open up with this possession.
It's number 25, Peter Sabia. Jeff Purnell, number 1, with the possession behind the net. Looking for a cutter, nobody really open.
Shot on the inside, is right above the crossbar.
Again, he shot high because really there's a lot of pressure there by the Shawnee defense, and really not much else to shoot except high. And then, fortunately for them, did go over the net to keep it 5-4 Shawnee. Finn Morgan, one of the goal scorers today. DeVita over to Sabia. And number 1 behind the net, that's Jeff Purnell.
Good defense there, keeping him on the outside. And Haddonfield continue to move it around.
And Aidan Blake, number 26, the 3-goal scorer today, is back in the game. Another penalty against the Renegades coming up.
Haddonfield will keep possession, however.
They will still keep possession, as you said. And it looks like number 23 is going out in the penalty, Tom Ribstock, on a slash. Two penalties today so far, both to the Renegades.
Shot on goal.
Just wide, shot by number 7, that's Tom Batson, sophomore for the Haddons.
Shot on goal.
Boy, that took off. We had the perfect angle right there.
Absolutely.
Got a lot of air under that, but Haddonfield does keep possession here, looking to tie it up.
As Haddonfield will continue moving around.
Number 13, John McDonald, was open for a split second on a shot. Had to give it up.
Shot on goal again, just missed.
McDonald got it again. This time, again, it was high. But the Haddonfield Haddons keep possession.
Ball's up in the air on the inside, just missed again.
Number 1, that's Jeff Parnell, just shooting for that high corner on the right, just wide.
And Haddonfield will continue to move it around.
A little mishandle
Choked
here,
on
see if the
ball early.
Renegades can get possession, and they do. Broke up their momentum right there. With just 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Again, Renegades hold on to that 1-goal lead. Long pass, but intercepted by Blake.
And they'll run it back fast here. No one picked him up, and it's a goal.
Coast to coast by Blake for his 4th goal. Ties it up. And a long breakout pass by Shawnee. Intercepted by Blake. As I said, he went north to south and tied this game up.
And no one seemed to pick him up on defense, and he just walked right in until it was
and-
too late.
And the Shawnee, again, when they have control possession, when Haddonfield has control possession in the offensive zone, the defense usually comes up, but this started right past midfield. And if we get a replay, here we go.
Let's take a look at the LDTV Sports replay. Here we have it moving up, and
Okay, again, that's Blake's Aidan Blake, senior, his 4th goal today. It's 4 of the 5 goals for the Haddons. There's a big goal with just under 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
and Shawnee will pick it up. And they lost possession, and can't tell who has it right now. Looks like Shawnee picked it up.
And that goes in the left corner. We're going to have to look at the monitor. Can't see through the people. Oh, nice give and go.
And a fast counter to that. Tied score. Could not tell who it was, however. Hope they get a replay on that. We'll see.
Okay, we got confirmation. It was number 6, Kyle Korchak. There we go, right there. Gets the 6th goal. And a great give and go pass play by the Renegades here to go up by 1 with 1:20 left in the 2nd quarter.
And a very fast punch bag of, I can't even think of, not even a minute in between the 2 goals, and Shawnee
And that should
goes
be
back on top now.
It looks like that's Kyle's 2nd goal of the day. And
Balls up in the air, and
look out for Blake. Oh! I think Olstein took that off the head there. Thank God for the. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout.
but it's 6 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
And boy, I know Aidan has 4 goals, but boy, when he gets that head of steam going, it's tough to stop him.
Absolutely.
The big guy is a lot of great moves. We saw the spin move 1 or 2 times in one of the goals, and right now there's not much of an answer for him on that big breakaway and when he gets possession.
And here we have an LDTV Sports replay.
Okay, that was Shawnee's 6th goal. It was the go-ahead goal, again by number 6. Kyle Korchak, his 2nd goal of the game. As we see again, the coaches, boy, they have their work. Both coaches have their work cut out for them because nobody's really gaining any kind of ground here. 1 or 2 goals the most by one team, and the other team comes back in and cuts into the lead. So I think probably in the beginning of the game it was the only time it was a 2-goal discrepancy. Haddonfield scored the first 2 goals, and Shawnee came right back and has held the lead 1 or 2 goals ever since.
Yeah, Haddonfield's playing a little bit of the catch-up game. They tied, and then they don't hold the tie for very long as Shawnee quickly responds.
Right, they have answered the bell, on a couple of the Haddonfield's goals. That's why we have a 6-5 game right now, with 1:06 remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Shawnee holding on to that 1-goal lead. Haddonfield has possession, looking to tie this up before halftime. They're looking for that perfect shot as time winds down. It's about 40 seconds left.
And they hope for to have the final possession here. And then they continue to swing it around. Back behind the goal now. Pass in front, shot on goal.
Looking for Aidan Blake again, and why not? And this time he just shot a little wide, or a little high, I should say. With around 20 seconds coming up, still have a chance to tie this up.
Very well drawn up play. Just the final shot just missed ever so slightly, but they'll kick it back out here with 10 left.
Boys, 10! Ground ball! Kick it out! Kick it out, boys! Kick go! Ground ball!
Wow. Nobody can get possession in midfield on that progression there. Haddonfield had a chance to tie it up right at the whistle. But time ran out, and we're going into the halftime here. 6-5, heck of a game so far, Ethan.
Absolutely, it's a little bit of like a boxing match. Each team punching back and then 1 or 2 goals in, but you know, each team has responded very well, and no team is going on a run of goals. And you know, our biggest lead was, I believe, Haddonfield had 2 in the opening, and Shawnee didn't get any. But you know, not far after, they responded with 2 very quick goals, and that's what's kept it a competitive game so far.
Right, and you know, going into halftime, wonder if Coach Green says, hey, we can't have Aidan Blake get up his full head of steam going. And in the same token there, Freddie McEnany does the same thing of setting up a lot of you know, plays with his coast-to-coast run. So it's going to be interesting second half.
Absolutely. And there you have our halftime score. The Haddonfield Haddons 5, Shawnee Renegades 6. And we will take a quick break and be back with the second half.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Now there's a drug available all across America.
Ecstasy changed my life.
Ecstasy is not for everyone. In fact, it's not for anyone. New studies show that ecstasy is toxic to the body. Side effects may include depression, severe anxiety, hypertension, heat stroke, seizures, heart attacks, liver damage, kidney or cardiovascular system failure, worried parents, loss of friends, isolation, emptiness.
Ecstasy changed my whole life.
Ask your doctor and see why ecstasy isn't right for you.
Hello, welcome back to the second half of this game between the Haddonfield Haddons and the Shawnee Renegades. Current score after one half is Shawnee 6, Haddonfield 5. Both teams about to start second half. Shawnee warming up. Haddonfield getting the last few words in for game plan of the second half from their head coach. We should be underway in about 30 seconds. And Haddonfield will take the field.
Hey, getting ready to go when the sun's out. Very comfortable now.
Yeah, hopefully the wind dies down. It's been pretty windy today.
Perfect weather right now.
It's now time to take a look at the AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other need-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. 732-452-7275. Let's send it over with Alexa Henry for the report.
Thanks, guys. I had a chance to speak with Haddonfield Memorial's head coach again. He said he wants his team to play with more of a sense of urgency and to tighten up more on defense. I also had a chance to speak with Shawnee's head coach, and he said they just want to elevate their level of play, and just to win the ground balls more. Back to you.
Great. Thanks, Alexa.
Yeah, it's going to come down to, I think, possession and, you know, who takes the the reins here. Get the full half. See what happens. Here we go. Back to Ethan Hartley, our play-by-play man.
Thanks, Joe, as we are currently underway with about to kick off second half here. Here we have the opening face-off. And Haddonfield comes up with it. It looks like they lost it, and Shawnee picks it right back up.
Freddie McEnany passing it into Chris Lyons. And Chris has 2 goals today.
Shawnee kicks it back behind.
That's number 15, Graham Pargas.
Shawnee still keeping it under control like they did last time, but you know the pace seems to be a little bit quicker. Hopefully be a little bit more aggressive to keep their 1-goal lead right now and hope to expand it.
And again, what you don't want to have is any unforced errors and change of possession. Good defense here by the Haddons. Gavin Wilson looking for help. Passes it over to Lyons.
Shawnee looking to make a play from behind, pass in front. Good, nice spin move. Looks like he lost at the last second though.
A lot of pushing and shoving there, but the refs let it go.
And after Aidan Blake was coming down with it, he lost it, and Shawnee was right back with it. And they'll look to make another run at expanding their lead. Shawnee continues to move it around, pass on the inside. Good inside move.
Ah, what a move. What a save. Excuse me. A 2 spin move and an equally great play again by the goalie, Will Carmina.
And Haddonfield will get their first crack into the second half. And if they can tie this game up, they continue to move around on the outside.
DeVita over to Batson. Loose ball here, and Haddon keeps possession.
Haddonfield still continues to move around on the outside. Pass back behind. Passing inside, it looks like it just went up.
Yeah, it looked like number 2, Jack DeVita, lost his footing there. That's why there was no call. but they do keep possession here.
The shot on goal just missed. Could have been a pass, not entirely sure, but ball ends up right back behind and pass on the inside. It's a good save there. Now Shawnee aggressively running back.
Yeah, looking for the quick transition. Game is number 9, Pat O'Hanlon. A loose ball there, and looks like Shawnee keeping possession. That's number 5, Gavin Wilson, with the shot and a nice save. And Haddonfield's going to get possession. Shawnee arguing that they had the lead on it, but to no avail. It's going to go to the Haddons. Lou Evans back to the goalie. Gramigna back, a little back and forth here. And that spin move by Aidan Blake.
Good move right there to get out of that double team.
Switching here on offense and defense, and looks like number 2, Jack DeVita, is going to go out. Tom Batson with the ball right now. There's John McConnell.
Pass going around. Back up top. Back and forth game.
It's number 8, Maxwell Norton. Blake with the spin move again.
Shot on goal, just missed.
That was John McConnell with a nice shot on goal. Getting set up again by 26, Aidan Blake.
Pass back behind. Continue moving around. Take it back. Over to set up a play. Looks like. Pass on the inside, but lost it at the last second.
That's good defense there by the Renegades, but number 13, John McDonald, keeps possession for the Haddons.
And ball will go back up top.
Again, Aidan Blake coming out, and he was set up to receive a pass in the midsection there, but he's run up ahead of steam again.
We'll pass it back behind, pass in the middle.
Miss
he lost at the last second. Ball's up in the air.
Yeah, it was good passing there by Haddons, but lost possession and still loose. Right in front of us, it's going to go out of bounds, and Shawnee's going to get the restart here on the out of bounds. Max Rebstock for the restart.
And Shawnee will get a crack here.
And Graham Fergus behind the net. Looking to set it up. Max Rebstock's going out, changing on the fly. Looks like number 3, Matt Wesley, coming in, freshman for the Renegades.
Score is still the same, 6-5.
Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Good defense by both teams. Shot on goal.
Gavin Wilson had good possession there. Went from left to right, took the shot, but just a little bit wide. Shawnee still holding the 6-5 lead. There's a mishandle here on a ground ball, and it looks like number 32 is going to let it go out. That's Aidan Bell. And number 2, Jack DeVita, is going to start the restart for the Haddons. Well, unforced error there by the Renegades.
Absolutely, just looked like pass slipped up and went right down to his legs.
Yeah, it was a little bit too close to his body. It resulted in a... and we are going to get a 3rd penalty against the Renegades. As Aidan Blake...
Haddonfield continue moving it up. Shot on goal, just missed.
Okay, and that's going to be the 3rd penalty against the Renegades. And looks like number 3... Well, a bunch of Renegades are going out. It's kind of tough to see. I thought it was number 3, Matt Wesley, but I could be wrong on that on a penalty. Any case, the third penalty of the day. They all went to Renegades, and the Haddon has a chance. The Haddons have a chance to tie this game up with. And not much time left in the 3rd.
As Haddonfield continue with the possession of the ball back behind the net.
Oh,
Pass
nice.
up in the middle, but looks to be intercepted.
Yeah, it looked like Chris Lyons got a piece of that.
Haddonfield will hold on their possession and continue to get some going. Pass up top in the middle.
Mistake corrected. That was the goalie, number 26, Andrew Goldstein.
Shot on goal and looked like it missed.
Yeah, it was Finn Morgan who has one of the goals today. Shot just wide.
About 2:13 left in this 3rd. Ball came loose, and it looks like Shawnee has possession now.
Oh,
As
long
they'll move up
pass.
fast. The breakaway here just missed on the give and go.
And the goalie's out.
Ball in, let's go, White. Handball. Go, Tommy, go, Tommy. Run through it.
Ball in a scramble at the moment, and it looks like Haddonfield picked it up. 26, Aidan Blake. Shot on goal, and it's good.
Up in the air. Finn Morgan picks up his 2nd goal. Ties it up at 6. With about 1:30 left. Now it looks like the on-field scoreboard having trouble with the time, so we're going to go with up on the screen. Listed at 1:30. I know right when Shawnee committed their 3rd penalty, I noticed that there was no time left on the clock that's on the field, so trusted those people in the truck that does a great job with 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Absolutely.
All tied up at 6.
Yeah, although a slow start in terms of the score, 10 minutes without a goal. Haddonfield kept right with it, and now we have a tie game at the minute 30.
Yeah, most of the quarter is defensive battle, but they got the equalizer.
Yeah, the face-off here, and here's
Doherty.
Shawnee off to a very quick start. Shot on goal.
Looked like it was a save, and it's going to go to Haddonfield. Nice breakout on the face-off by Renegades. Had a great scoring opportunity.
Crossfield pass went out of bounds. Or
Yeah,
very close at least.
Yeah, it was a high pass, but managed to get the possession before it did go out of bounds. Long pass by
We have a really long pass here.
by Will Gramigna, but Renegades get it right back. Nice spin move there by Wilson. Another spin move. Keeps possession. Taking a look to set it up. Now 40 seconds left. Third quarter.
Shot on goal and a save.
Nice save. And the goalie, Will Gramina Jr. for the Haddons. Great save. They're looking for an offsides here, but not going to get it.
And Shawnee will regain possession. 17 seconds left.
I think I overheard somebody say it was 10 seconds
I
from the
heard that as well.
sideline. Yep. That's probably going to do it. And there's the
There you have
horn.
it.
Wow, we have a game.
Absolutely. You know, a good defensive battle in the third. You know, neither team letting up until 1:30 left in that quarter. Haddonfield picks up a goal to lock this one up at 6 apiece.
And you wonder, I know it happens in a lot of sports where there's only 3 penalties, all to one team. A lot of times you hear announcers say, well, there may be a follow-up, kind of what they call a make-up, even though it really shouldn't be a make-up. I don't think we're going to see that today because both teams are, really strong on defense. You see our score there at the end of third, 6-6. Going to be an interesting fourth quarter. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. LDTV sports productions are available online at youtube.com/LenderPDistrictTV and for purchase at www.lhsd.org/LDTV copies. And next game that LDTV Sports will be covering is Varsity Boys Lacrosse, Haddonfield.
Yeah, that's today's game.
Yeah.
Well, such a good game. We'll see it twice.
Absolutely. Competitive battle.
Yeah, and just ready to say that, we show the games, 5 times on LDTV after, they play the game. But I'm sure some of the parents want their own copy of this one. Of course, we don't know what the outcome is, but it's going to be a pleasure to watch that fourth quarter. Certainly been a pleasure to watch the first 3 quarters here today so far.
Absolutely, we'll be in for a very good ending. As both teams take the field, they're about to begin the fourth. And here we have the correct next game that LDTV Sports will be covering. Boys Varsity Lacrosse, West Deptford Eagles at the Seneca Golden Eagles.
Well, a lot of Eagles at that game. Well, you got the Eagles and the Golden Eagles. Seneca's having a fine season, and that should be a great one. LDTV is bringing that to you, folks. But we're not done this one yet. All tied up, fourth quarter.
Shawnee out to a very quick start. Pass on the give and go, shot on goal.
Nice save again by Gramina. Nice set up there again. Colin Doherty went the whole length of the field, passed it off.
Very, very aggressive at this start.
Chris Lyons, a nice shot on goal. Equally great save. Loose ball here. Well, it was a little scary moment there for the Renegades. Lost the ball right in front of their own net. Haddon's keep possession.
And here we have Haddonfield swinging it around, looking to continue their momentum after they got the only goal scored in the third to tie it up.
Matson to Morgan. McDonald. McDonald bringing it over this way to Batson.
Here you have a move on the inside, but good defense. Kept Haddonfield out.
Good defense there by number 23, Tom Rebstock.
Another move on the inside. Pass on the give and go. And there you have it.
That's the hat trick, I believe, for Finn Morgan. That's his 3rd goal. And the 7th one for the Haddons. They go up 7-6.
As the momentum continues to keep going in Haddonfield's favor, you know, down, you know, entering the second half down by 1, tying it in the 3rd, and off to a very quick start.
Just a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Again, the on-field clock doesn't seem to be working. But we do have a 7-6 Haddonfield lead with 10:29 remaining.
And here we have another face-off. We'll see if Shawnee can counter and stop Haddonfield's momentum, or if Haddonfield will continue to pour over more goals and extend their lead.
Well, both teams have countered when the goals are scored against them. Haddonfield's going to get the possession after violation against Shawnee. Looking to go up by 2 goals early in the 4th quarter.
Haddonfield continuing to move it around.
It's Jack DeVita now making a run.
Ball
Lost
came
possession. Still nobody's ball. And looks like Freddie McEnany picks it up. Goldstein coming out of his own net.
And here's Shawnee coming down very quickly. And they'll continue to go back to their calm and controlled pace, you know, they had earlier. It seemed to work very well for them. Third quarter, they seemed to be a little bit more aggressive, and no goals came out of it. So they'll go back to their original game plan, hopefully to change it up a little bit. Good spin move there, pass on the inside. Good D prevent the shot. Ball's up in the air. And Shawnee will keep it.
Lions looking to set it up. Matt Wesley down into the corner. Back to Wesley. Al Korchuk, who has 2 goals today. Dave Giordano trying to make a move.
Good defense keeping him out from Haddonfield. Shawnee continues to move it around.
Matt Wesley would have had a steam, but lost the ball. Haddon gets position. It's a big turnover right now, even though we do have plenty of time left. Haddonfield keeping that 1-goal lead.
Here's Haddonfield moving it up.
Aidan Bell is turning it over to the Renegades. Chris Lyon over to Wesley. Wilson behind the net.
Shawnee continuing to move it around. This play is critical for them as they look to tie it up. Ball behind the net. back out in front.
Oh,
Ball's in front
great
and it's in.
individual effort there by number 5, Gavin Wilson. And Gavin Wilson puts it in and ties up the game at 7 with 6:34 left.
Went back to their own game plan, calm, patient, took their time, and they got it in. And here we have the LDTV Sports replay.
It looked like he was falling down as he shot, and that went in, tied it up. Great individual effort there by number 5, Gavin Wilson, senior attack, one of the captains.
Here we have the opening face-off here, and Shawnee picks it up.
Another win there by Doc on the face-off.
Shawnee moving it back around in front. Left corner, back out in front. Gonna make an aggressive move on the inside. Good defense by Haddonfield. Keep it back behind the net. Good spin move on the inside. Still can't get anything going though. Very good defense by Haddonfield, keeping them out on the inside, keeping player in front of them, passing the inside up in the air.
Just over the stick of Dave Giordano, but Shawnee gets it back.
Ball back behind the net now. On the inside, nothing. Shot on goal. Good save.
Nice play by Chris Lyons.
And
A
here's
great
Aidan
save
going.
again. Coming back down this way for the Haddons. Just under 5 minutes remaining. All tied up at 7.
Haddonfield in midfield.
There's Aidan Blade make that spin move again. Getting up a full head of steam. Brings it back out.
Continuing to move it inside. Oh, that looks good.
Nice job!
A little unforced error there from McDonald to Finn Morgan. Lost possession, and Shawnee is going to bring it out. Looking to take the lead.
Shawnee moving it up. Shawnee back behind the net now. Moving it back up in front. 3:29 left. Back behind the net.
We're going to get a timeout, probably a great timeout for both teams, with just over 3 minutes left, 7-7. And possibly Haddonfield want to draw up a play to see if they can take the lead on this particular possession.
Yeah, very critical moment in the game, you know. A little over 3 minutes left. Game is tied.
Right, and when you have an even game like this, we always say the next goal, you know, is important. Maybe not so much in lacrosse, but with this little time left and these teams so even, 7-7 right now, next goal I think we could say is pretty important. So the Haddonfield coach again, Damon Legato, 8 years as head coach at Haddonfield Memorial. See what kind of play draws up here. See if we can get somebody loose. A lot of cutters and get a nice shot on goal. Of course, Shawnee, you know, both teams really, Shawnee and Haddonfield, with the stingy defense today, great goaltending. Both teams, that's one of the reasons why we're all tied up. It's going to be a great, interesting 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
As Haddonfield takes the field, and here comes Shawnee.
Shawnee breaking their huddle there. Looking for a stop here against Haddonfield with 3:04 remaining.
And Shawnee starting off with the opening possession. After this timeout, back behind the net. Swinging it back around, continuing a controlled approach to it. Now under 3 minutes left to go in this game. Score still remains tied, 7-7 apiece. Shawnee still moving it around. Move on the inside. Back behind, ball back behind the net now. Shot on goal and it's in.
Number 15, Grant Fergus' second goal. And that breaks the tie.
Huge for Shawnee.
That draw is going to be real important with only 2:17 left here with Shawnee up by 1. I'm sure you don't want to see number 26, Aidan Blake, with 4 goals so far, get the head of steam from midfield and go down and tie this game up. Be important face-off right here. Getting Colin Doherty and Glenn Foley.
Crucial face-off here is the middle, and Shawnee comes up with it.
That's a big possession right here with not much time left, just over 2 minutes.
.220 I overheard from the far side, I believe.
Okay.
Shawnee moving it around. Move on the inside. Shot on goal, just missed.
Oh, there was an open net there for a second, but again, the shot was deflected off of the defender from Haddonfield, and they get possession here. Around 1:35 left.
And they're moving it up very quickly. In the hands of none other. And it'll be a timeout.
Yeah, great timeout there. Haddonfield called the timeout. Shawnee came off their timeout and scored. We'll see if Haddonfield can do the same to tie this up. Heck of a game today, unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Now again, you know, we mentioned it before, but the on-field scoreboard is not working today, and I believe that the official score, or at least the time, is kept on the field by probably the head referee. And you see a lot of communication. We can hear it from the other side of the field. We can hear probably the ref calling out the time to both teams so that they know how much time is actually left. And excuse me, we are again on the screen, our clock operator in the truck's doing an excellent job. We're right around the actual time that's remaining. So we can give you both times. If we hear anything, we'll be in the ball game. But it's about 1:35 left. Haddonfield with possession, coming out for the timeout. See if they can tie this game up.
And today's crew list, we have announcers Joe Malagrana and myself, Ethan Hartley. Sideline report was Alexa Henry. Option 2, Alonzo Belton, Spencer Fody, Mike Foley, Michael Sleeper, and Anthony Corby. And from Shawnee crew, we have Darren West, Stephen Minder, Hannah Mayer, John
Oleniak, I'm going with that.
Oleniak. Sorry about that. And James
Suzuki?
Suzuki.
Okay, if we messed that up, blame me. All right, here we go, gang.
Crew here today did a very excellent job. We thank them for that. Pass on the inside. Shot going to 10.
Aidan Blake with a perfect shot and a great setup from behind the net. Ties this up. Guessing on the time, around a minute possibly. One of the refs is at the table, making sure that both coaches know exactly how much time is left. We're taking a guess around the 1 minute mark. And that's Aidan Blake's 5th goal. He has 5 out of the 8.
Well, who else did you expect after coming out of that timeout? Who they put the
right.
ball in the
We're setting it up for Aidan.
Of. Exactly.
And Doherty and Foley on the face-off. Taking a gander, about a minute left.
And it looks like Haddonfield got their timeout. And
got the timeout, and they got the turnover. Whistle against Shawnee, and so they're going to come in with around 50 seconds left with the game tied up. Wouldn't expect anything different the way these two teams battle today, right at the end, versus a possibility of overtime. We'll see what happens on this. Last time they drew up Aidan Blake, who has the 5 goals, and they may go to the well again one time, and they're going to keep on going until they can stop them.
Again, we are assuming there's around a minute left to play.
Yeah, I'm guessing possibly 45 to 50 seconds left.
Haven't heard anything from the referees, fortunately, but when we do, we will let you know.
We just heard 1:07 left, so well, the parents asked the refs, and he obliged, giving us 1 minute and 7 seconds left.
As Haddonfield starts off with it, and none other than Aidan Blake's hands passes it off.
That's John McConnell to Finn. Finn Morgan has 3 goals today. Two goal scorers for Haddons have all their 8 goals.
Move on the inside, give and go, look like. And Haddonfield comes back up with it.
Yeah, they got the possession on the ground ball, and they still have a chance to go ahead here. Possibly take the lead for good. Not much time left. Maybe around 30 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like they're trying to get one last possession in.
And there's Blake again. Double team.
Good spin move.
Oh, what a save, and a long pass by the Renegades. An equally
A
long pass by
right back.
Haddonfield. And that's the end of the fourth quarter. I believe we go into overtime. I think it's a 4-minute period, and it's a sudden death or sudden victory. First goal wins. I believe that's the rules on that. And after 4 minutes, if we still have a tie game, we have a 2-minute intermission right now. 2-minute intermission after that extra period. If no one scores, and they keep on going at it till we have a winner. And again, so we're going to do overtime here. Overtime in the truck. Overtime for everybody here. Nobody left, that's for sure. Nobody has left. Great crowd today. A little overcast sky, a little chilly. Again, players don't mind that at all. So now we can safely say the next goal is important because that's the winner.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure the Renegades on defense are going to have to key on the 2 goal scorers today for Haddonfield. Again, we have Aidan Blake with 5 and Finn Morgan with 3. And again, the goalie number 4 for Haddonfield, Will Gramigna. Some great saves. We saw a save by the Shawnee goaltender right before time left out. Andrew Goldstein, junior goalie for the Renegades, made a great save. A long pass as time ran out, and we're going to overtime. Here we go. Golden goal in soccer. It was just sudden victory, I believe it's just mentioned for Lacrosse. In any case, first goal wins the game. And the draw is same 2 players we had all day, battled it out. Number 5 for the Haddons, Glenn Foley, and number 35, Colin Doherty, the Doc, taking it for the Renegades.
And here we have it in our 4-minute overtime period. As mentioned, it is sudden death. First team to score.
There we go. Yes, let's go. Ah. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, we weren't sure on the call, but Shawnee's going to get it. And Shawnee calls a timeout to set up another winning play. On the draw, there wasn't any real clear-cut possession, but the whistle went against Haddonfield. And right away, Coach Green called a timeout to talk things over, see if they could put this game away today.
Good crowd out here today. Very positive, competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, and we're right in between them, so sometimes we hear a cheer and we're not sure which side it is, and we'll take a guess at the scores. But in any case, great game here. Great game to watch, great game to broadcast. It's going to be a good one to see 5 times on LDTV.
And we'll see what Shawnee has as they start with it.
It's number 6, Kyle Korchak. To Wilson. Parker setting it up behind the net. Now back again. Giordano. Korchak. And Wilson again behind the net. Looking for that perfect play.
They continue just swinging around.
And setting up a play here, movement.
See what they do. They kick it back out behind. Right back out in front.
There it
Shot
is.
goal, there it is.
Number 28, Chris Lyons, for the game winner for the Renegades. What a great setup. You saw them collapse behind the net. Lyons was wide open, left perimeter, and he buried it. And the Shawnee takes the game 9-8, just over a minute, and the first and only overtime today. What a great, great game to see. Number 28, Chris Lyons. It's his third goal today, I believe. In any case, his last one was the game winner.
Perfectly drawn up as well.
So you see the teams there getting ready to shake hands, and you know, you usually say good game, and even though you might have got blown out, this was a great game. And a great finish for the Shawnee Renegades.
Absolutely.
Back and forth all day. Not one team got comfortable with the lead, and they couldn't because there was just great play. Okay, we got correction on that. Number 22 with the game winner. That's David Giordano.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Maybe we'll see the replay on that. And that would be David's second goal of the day, and his last one was the game winner. Staying corrected on that, number 22, David Giordano with the goal and the game winner. As we see the teams there congratulating each other. Well played game all around.
Both teams worked very hard, went back and forth, didn't give up one bit. We saw no more than a 2-goal lead, which was in the very beginning that Haddonfield had when they started out 2-0.
Right, it was 2-0, right, 2-0, yeah.
And we saw it didn't take much time for Seneca to enter right back into the game and pick up 2 more to tie it, and after that it was just a back and forth battle.
And Shawnee keeps their perfect record, even though, boy, it was dangling there to get their first loss, but they managed it to get in overtime, got possession, and set up a great, great play. And Shawnee takes the 9-8 victory today in overtime.
And we'll be right back after these messages.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Zallie's Fresh Kitchen Catering at ShopRite of Medford. For parties large and small, business and family, and more. Fresh ideas, fresh ingredients, fresh results. 855-ZFK menu or on the web at zalliesfreshkitchen.com. And by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. Please never drive distracted. www.lrhsd.org/headsup. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And welcome back. Excellent game we just had on LDTV Sports. Game went into overtime. It is now time to take a look at the All-State Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, 609-654-1426, or at Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Well, the play of the game is one of the goals by Aidan Blake from the Hads, number 26. That's the one when he went coast to coast from the midfield. I believe that was his third or fourth goal. He had a total of 5 in a losing effort. So a heck of a game, and that's definitely the play of the game.
It's now time for the Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game, 1-800-896-RECON, or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Alexa Henry, standing by for the interview.
So we'll see it later tonight. Okay, so talk us through that last goal of the game.
So the last goal was basically just a play we run every single day in practice, just a basic sweep from up top and get the ball to X, and it was actually a broken play. It wasn't really designed to come my way, but slides happened, they left me open there, and had a good shot at the end.
So what did Coach say to you in that final timeout and overtime?
Coach basically, he had confidence in us. We were playing really well all week in practice after a not so good game against Washington Township. Thank God we pulled through, but he had faith in us. We were playing really well. Like I said, he really had a confidence in that we were going to be able to get it done.
And as a leader of this team, how do you help the team emotionally?
I feel like as a senior now, you just got to really, get these younger kids involved in the game, and like when they're on the sideline, like cheering on, and even when some of the younger kids are playing, like make sure that they're ready and they know that they're here for a reason. They have the skills to be here.
All right, thank you. Great game. Back to you.
Great, thanks Alexa. And as you see the final score there, Shawnee with a 6-0 record, still undefeated, 9 goals, and Haddonfield Haddons, they break even at 4-4 with 8.
And again, we stand corrected. That was David Giordano with the winning goal, and that was his 3rd goal of today, and a great job.
And thank you for watching this excellent game broadcasted by LDTV. Have a good night.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans